Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brooke and Taylor to face off formally again. Suckers might also see what happens as Daphne puts her plan in stir. Brooke is absolutely agonized over Ridge. Brooke formerly knows that Ridge went straight to Taylor one hot nanosecond after storming out of his house. So, Brooke might be right that Ridge really wanted Taylor on. Brooke should be fastening on being independent. Unfortunately, Brooke wouldn't be suitable to get Ridge out of her mind. This leads to Brooke deciding to take action again. Brooke and Taylor have another showdown. Brooke probably allowed. That Steffy coming back meant that the others also had a change of heart. Still, Brooke is wrong about that. However, she's sorely incorrect if Brooke thinks she can eventually explain effects to Ridge. Plus, now that Taylor has her man back, she's not giving him up without a fight. Steffy is really confident her plan will work. Steffy just ain't sit around while someone differently runs her family business. Steffy also knows that there isn't enough time to stay for Justin to find a legal result. At the same time, can Steffy really trust Daphne? Speaking of Daphne, her big plan isn't just directed at luring Carter. Steffy also wants Daphne to make sure that Carter and Hope are divided. Steffy is sure that Hope is the one putting these ideas in Carter's head. Still, Carter came up with the idea on his own and put his own name on the documents. Hope is along for the lift, but this was Carter's idea. So, what happens when Hope gets ditched but Carter continues with his preemption plan? Brooke and Taylor face each other in a heated battle. It's the first time Brooke sees Taylor since she shoved her on her way out the door after slighting Ridge. Who'll come out on top this time? You need to tune in. At this point, Brooke feels enough betrayed by Taylor. She had been trying to maintain friendly relations with her longtime rival since she returned to Los Angeles. In former exchanges, Taylor had put out some warning signals that her passions for Ridge weren't finished, and that they would no way be. Brooke felt confident in her relationship with Ridge, and wasn't too hovered also. Supposedly, she should have heeded Taylor's warning. Precisely the day after Brooke and Ridge had it out, Ridge planned a romantic night for Taylor and asked her to move in with him. Donna filled Brooke in on exactly how presto Ridge was moving on with Taylor. Brooke was enough shaken but managed to keep it together to fulfill her CEO duties at Forrester Creations. Although Brooke told Ridge she wanted a man who loved only her, her resoluteness to move on from him weakened. As Steffy asked to return to Forrester, Brooke was the most in favor of letting her back. She induced Carter and hoped to give Steffy a shot. In her mind, she allowed that Steffy's return could help her get Ridge back. Supposedly, quitting Ridge is a lot harder than remonstrating other bad habits. Now Brooke will come face to face with Taylor. She may indeed apologize for pushing Taylor out of her way. Still, Brooke will probably assert that she and Ridge are each other's fortune. This time, whatever happened with Ridge and Taylor was just a mistake brought on by Carter and Hope's achievement. Brooke had formerly told Taylor she was Ridge's alternate choice. How will Taylor give it back to Brooke? Steffy gets a job at Forrester Creations. Brooke and Hope do'nt agree. Plus, Luna scrambles when Will shows up. At Forrester Creations, Brooke, Hope and Carter debate about whether to let Steffy come back. Brooke is for it, says it'll be good for optics. Hope reminds Brooke that they say'nt trust Steffy. Carter isn't sure he can deny Steffy when he was the one to offer her a position. Hope says they can still say no. Brooke understands that Steffy can be manipulative and sneaky. Brooke also isn't sure if Steffy can be trusted. Brooke thinks that they should give Steffy a chance. Hope prodigies if Brooke is really just trying to get Ridge back. Brooke reprises to give Steffy a chance. Carter picks up the phone and asks Steffy to come by. Steffy is still at Eric's house. Steffy is sure that she'll get a job at Forrester Creations. Steffy tells Ridge that they might not fully trust her, but they aren't gonna go down. Not like this. Steffy plans to get control of Forrester Creations again. When Steffy gets the call, Ridge and Eric push Steffy to be smart about this. Steffy refuses to lose Forrester Creations. Ridge and Eric are sure Steffy can pull this off. Carter asks Hope what she's thinking. Hope doesn't suppose they should let Steffy come back, but says it's Carter's decision. When Steffy trots in, Carter apologizes for hurting the family. Carter reminds Steffy that she also lashed out at both Brooke and Hope. Carter wouldn't run that kind of company. Steffy understands who's in control. Carter and Steffy agree to a deal. Steffy swears she's just there to help, also smiles at Hope and Brooke. At Bill's house, Luna is getting wearied. Luna complains about the predictable consummations in classic books. Bill runs in and says Luna needs to hide. Will just showed up. Luna scrambles as Will comes by. Will tells Bill that he's been working from home a lot recently. Will notices all the books. Bill claims he needs to read a bit to get to sleep. Will mentions Luna. Bill says that Luna is in the history and doesn't want to talk about her presently. Will asks Bill how he'd handle effects if Luna really was his son. Bill wants to look at the future, not the history. Will admits that he allowed. Bill had a new lady friend since he was working from home. Bill just smiles. We haven't seen Lee and Poppy argue for many months, but now they're back in action. After Lee restrained Luna and declared Nozawa power, Lee has been MIA. Poppy has been seen then and there, but she hasn't encountered her big family much. That's all about to change when Poppy and Lee spar in Lee's office at the sanitarium. Lee continues to chastise Poppy for her poor parenthood chops and blames her for how Luna turned out. Luna also blames Poppy beget ever all wild parents managed to produce periodical killers so easily. Poppy should be behind bars. Lee can still tell that Poppy is hiding commodity differently from her, but she doesn't know what. Commodity about Tom being Luna's father makes absolutely no sense. Maybe Tom isn't Luna's father after all. When Lee questions her family about this, Poppy clams up and refuses to answer. Lee is determined to get to the bottom of effects, and may end up arguing with her family until Poppy gives in and spills all. This may be a case of Lee demanding to be careful what she wishes for. Now that Luna is intimately living in Boneville Hollywood Hills manse under house arrest, she needs to cooperate with Bill. She's fine with that for now because she gets to enjoy the stage of luxury, but she's curious when Bill asks her to describe killing Tom and Hollis. She formerly did that while in jail, but Bill wants to hear it again. Is he trying to gather substantiation the same way he did with Sheila Carter, or is there commodity differently in play then? It's not like Bill's plan with Sheila worked out, so why would he try it again? Will Luna formally again reiterate the story, or wonder why she has to tell it again? Maybe there's further going on than meets the eye. A new love might be just what's demanded to mend two people's broken hearts. Could Jack and Brooke wind up in a love match? With Ridge reuniting with Taylor, who might be the coming man for Brooke? Could Jack be the one to heal Brooke's heart and help her move on from the Waffle King? That could clearly make for some intriguing family regale parties. After all, Jack is Steffy's father-in-law, although she and Finn don't have a whole lot to do with him. Long-term suckers will flash back that Ridge has a pattern of hopping from one romantic interest to another every many months, and he's at it again. Just as Bill was probing Brooke about why they still don't have a marriage date, Ridge decided to end effects with her. He claimed that Brooke had betrayed him by accepting a position at Forrester Creations. Without missing a beat, Ridge wasted no time in pursuing Taylor. It seems Brooke may have a point about Ridge's moping passions for Taylor, which might just be a bit stronger. Brooke is shattered over Ridge, yet there's a growing sense of abdication within her. No matter how deep her love runs, Ridge has a knack for pulling numbers that leave her feeling irritated. As she navigates her liabilities at Forrester Creations, concentrating proves to be a monumental challenge. While Bill has expressed interest in rejuvenating their love in the history, the appeal of a fresh connection is far more enticing than reconsidering old dears. Meanwhile, Bill is preoccupied with Luna, and the last thing he can go is for anyone to discover her at his place, leaving love far from his studies. Could Brooke really find herself moving on from Ridge and into the arms of Jack Finnegan? In a recent interview, the head pen revealed that Jack will be returning for the Luna plot. This hints that Bill and Luna's secret might soon be unveiled. Still, there's eventuality for a connection with Brooke. Both have endured the heartbreak of losing loved bones, and partake an analogous stage in life if Jack makes his comeback. Just imagine the fallout if Jack and Brooke start dating Steffy. With her controlling nature towards Finn, she might not take it smoothly. It's easy to picture her demanding Finn to convert Jack to end effects with Brooke, but if Finn refuses to intrude, what counteraccusations would that have for his relationship with Steffy?